What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 18. We're close to 20, but I had to bring back a special guest, homegirl Diana. I had a few people like, man, the episode we shot together, they're like, dude, that shit was just so natural. It was funny. A lot of laughter.
Yeah.
It's different because normally, like, on my episodes, I guess they're more like serious and shit.
Serious, yeah. Not much emotion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like you don't see much laughter or anything, but I'm a goofy ass nigga, so I guess when people see that side, it's like it gives a different kind of vibe to the episode and the channel and shit. So I was like, I gotta bring you back. I was
Yeah.
like, cause the only people I've brought back multiple times is the guys.
Mhm.
So I was like, fuck it, I gotta do it again with a different guest.
Yeah, it was fun. It was really like easy to talk to you, and it just flowed.
Natural,
Yeah.
for sure.
Felt like we were like in 5th grade, just
Yeah.
having a conversation.
Just like in school.
Yeah.
No, and I guess the alcohol definitely helps.
It does.
Especially when you take like 4 shots before the episode
Yeah,
type shit. So
it just smooths shit down.
yeah,
Vocal
nah,
cords.
for sure. Are you excited? People are gonna watch this after, so this is gonna be an episode that gets published in 2022.
Damn.
But-
so a whole year from now.
Yeah, but technically it's still what's it called? 2021.
Mhm.
Last day, actually, it's New Year's Eve. Are you
Yeah.
excited for this upcoming year?
It's December 31st, 2021. Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah,
I feel like 2021, like that ass was like one of like my best years.
that's good.
Yeah, so
what
I'm excited.
would you say was your biggest accomplishment or any little goals that you feel like you hit this year?
I think that I just became like truly like my full self.
Yeah,
Like just like I don't give a fuck what anyone thinks about me. Like I'm just gonna do me.
that's what's up.
Yeah, because
good.
before I think it was more of like I just didn't really know who I was. And you know how people always say like, oh, you need to find yourself, whatever. Like I know who the fuck I am.
Yeah.
Now.
That's good though.
Yeah.
That's good. What other goals you feel like you hit this year?
I think that I became very I guess fulfilled with just being like by my own company, and I didn't have to like, because when you're feeling down, I feel like you want to just hang out with people all the time because you're not like happy with yourself.
For
And
sure.
I could just like be chilling on my own because I
That's what's
think
up.
I'm funny as fuck.
That's what's up. So, what are you looking for? And you are funny as fuck, by the way. You get me dying all the time. But what are you looking forward to 2022?
I hope to, I guess, learn more things like
Yeah.
I did in 2021, and just find like more of what I have a passion for and many things. Just kind of have like a more strong approach to it.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
That's exciting.
yeah, it
That's
is.
very exciting. No, that's what's up. So I know we were talking like off camera and shit, and it's something that I've always mentioned before, but I hate New Year's resolutions. Like
Yeah.
I hate when I see people like bring like, oh, this upcoming year I'm gonna do this, this, and this as my New Year's resolutions. Like to me, it's like, okay, if you want to do something, and I said it like if I always tell everyone who watches my episodes, if you don't follow me on Snapchat, make sure you guys follow me. el.jefe832.
God.
Follow me on there because I'm telling you, I have my own like private story, and if I put you on there, you get to see like every Monday. I've slacked the last 2 weeks, but normally every Monday I'll like sit there and have like a general topic and kind of just go off of it, or just if something happens to me in life like within that week or the prior week, I'll bring it up. But one of them that I did was earlier this month of December. I was just like, dude, if y'all have something y'all want to do and y'all looking forward to it this upcoming year, why not start now?
Yeah.
Like, why wait
And not
whole
wait
30
till
days?
or wait till Monday. Like if you think about that shit on a Thursday, just do it that like
That same
Thursday,
day or
like-
the very next day. Like,
Yeah.
why wait? Like, to me, it's like, okay, if I tell myself, like, man, I'm about to go on this diet, I'm about to start exercising, this, that, and the fourth, why I'm going to be, like, on Tuesday, like, okay, next week on Monday, I'm going to start that. Why not just
Yeah.
start that same day? Like,
cold turkey.
yeah, and
Yeah.
this is one of the reasons why I have what I have on my arm, which is tomorrow's never promised, because you just never know what can happen. So if you want to do something in life, I feel like there's no need to wait. Like, just start right then there.
Jump and
like,
do it.
And that goes for any and everything that you want to do in life. Like, whether it's a big goal you have, a small goal, like, just doing something is better than doing nothing.
Yeah.
So I feel like New Year's resolutions, if I had to say I had one, which is so corny to say, but I'm only doing this because, like I said off camera with my boy Matt, this shit right here, I know you guys see me hit this a lot on camera. This shit's going in the trash tonight, actually. So I'm excited about that one. Yeah, I know it's one of like, I think in English it's called vices, right? I know it in Spanish is vicios, but I think it's vices in English.
Yeah.
It's like
addiction.
Yeah, one of my addictions. Yeah, fucking cokehead, crackhead over here. Nah, jewel head. No, but this is definitely one that I'm gonna attempt my hardest to stop.
I mean, you have them as witnesses.
Yeah,
the viewers.
They see me all the time.
Unless you like are recording and you like hide it somewhere.
Nah, I'm not even scared to do it. Like I'll be doing it a lot on camera, and I'm like, I'll be watching the episodes back because I watch my own shit. Like after I upload it, I'm like my own fan. Like probably my biggest fan, honestly.
I watched our episode. Like I'm not gonna lie to you, like no less than 6 times. Like the full 40 whatever minutes.
That's what's up.
Like in the car, I would just like listen to it.
Put it on. That's dope. That's dope. Yeah. No, I think one of the things I want to start doing this year too, actually, is I want to take it not just video and audio, but I want to move to audio too.
Okay.
So I'm going to look more into it. I have before, but I haven't really put too much thought or too much effort into it. But definitely I want to move into more like where
it's just audio.
Yeah. So people working out and shit, it's easier for them because if it's on YouTube, I know they have to kind of set their phone and kind of listen to it like that. They can't like lock
their phone if they don't have like the premium YouTube, whatever.
For sure. Low-key, I work for YouTube, so that's why I don't move anywhere else. I want you guys to get that premium, you know what I'm saying? So you guys can
But I also think it's cool seeing like like people interacting.
Yeah.
Because I mean, listening to it is it's just easier, but seeing people like if you're laughing and stuff like, oh, why are you laughing?
Yeah. For sure. But nah, I will say I'm excited for like little things like that this upcoming year. I think 2021 for me, it showed me a lot. It was a rocky year. Like I won't say it was my best year, but it wasn't definitely my worst. Mm-hmm. It just showed me a lot about myself, about people around me. I grew a lot myself too. So nonetheless, I take the good with the bad and the bad with the good. So it was an interesting year for myself, but I'm definitely excited for 2022 because, man, I got so much shit in store just like for myself, but also like as a collective group of like me and the boys.
Yeah.
We just have so much shit in the works right now that I know this upcoming year it's gonna come to light and
it's gonna flourish.
Yeah, even if it doesn't blow up this year, at least I know it's gonna get started, and we'll see where it goes from there. But I'm definitely excited for this upcoming year. I feel like the world's gonna get a lot crazier. Like,
oh yeah, so you have to get crazier with it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just with like everyone's sick right now, dude. Like everybody.
Yeah.
So I know this year it's gonna be interesting to see how the year goes about. The memes have me dying right now.
The CDC
ones.
Yes.
Like I seen one where, because I know how they reduced it from like 14 days to like 5 days now, and everyone's all like, I seen these memes. It's so funny, but it's like, oh, you're good if you get COVID. Just a little bit of sana culita de rana.
Yes,
some
I
Vicks.
know. That shit is so funny. Oh my god, that's actually the one that got me dying.
Dude, that shit was so funny when I seen that because I'm like, I mean, I get it, you know what I'm saying? But I love how people make a joke about shit like that.
Yeah, because you can't be dope. Serious all the time.
Yeah, for sure. But anyways, to get into the topic for today, though, I know I have like a list for everyone wondering. I have like a list of like topics that I have in mind, but I always give like, let's say like guests like Diana or anyone else that you guys seen that's not the boys, my list of like, okay, here are my ideas, and we can pick one of these if you're comfortable with one, or if you have one in mind that you want to bring to me, let's run it. You know, I feel like I can talk about a lot of things. So, excuse me, but I have one of my homegirls. She brought up an amazing one. I won't say her name, but she brought up an amazing one that I'm excited to do, and hopefully it comes to life this upcoming year. I think that would be my favorite episode to do. But it's over like it's a female, so it's over like sexual abuse. So I think that one would be like a dope ass topic.
Yeah.
But that's not one that I had written down. So like people bring me topics, and so I know you brought me one today, which is like more like modern dating and
Yeah.
shit. I think that's an amazing topic. Not one that I had in mind either to do, but I think it's a dope topic to talk about because I think modern dating it's
Different.
so difficult. It's different for sure, and it's very difficult nowadays. Just given my experience, right? I feel like nowadays I don't think people know what it is to be loyal and be faithful.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, like, given that I feel like myself, right, I'm way different than most niggas. I feel like it's so difficult to find myself like a genuine female.
Yeah.
Cause I've been on both ends of it. Like I've been on the end of where like I've been cheated on, but I've also been on the opposite end where I've caused that hurt to, let's say, another guy,
Mm-hmm.
where I've been a home wrecker before.
Yeah.
So I've been on both ends,
Come on.
but but yeah, no, I've been on both ends. So I've seen how females can move just as crazy as guys can, and
Yeah.
I feel like if anything, they're a little
Everything's
bit,
possible. I don't believe in gender roles. Like,
yeah. If anything, like I feel like females are a little bit like the females that move like a nigga. I feel like are a lot sneakier than guys are. Like it's crazy. I've seen them like in the works of doing their thing, and I'm
you're
like,
like, oh, that's how you do that?
yeah,
Let me try.
yes, because I mean, like I'm a friendly ass nigga, so I get
Yeah.
along with a lot of people. So I have like a lot of homegirls, like, and not in that kind of way, just genuine, just friends that are females. And I seen them like when they're we're all out with their group of friends and shit. And I seen how they move and how they play their part and do their thing without homeboy finding out. I'm just like, damn, that's some like
Sneaky
crazy,
shit.
yeah, some snaky
Yeah.
shit. But hey, I've been the cause of it too. So, I mean, I know how it works and shit. So that's why I feel like just given the fact that it's happened to me, I've seen it happen to other homeboys, and then I've seen females at their best doing it. So it's just like, I feel like, man, who the fuck doesn't cheat nowadays? Like,
I know.
I feel like everybody
It's
does.
true. Like, yeah. So I think when you start dating, and I'm not talking about like relationship dating, I'm talking about like dating around, meeting new people, you have to know what it is that you want, not what the other person wants, because
Yeah.
that doesn't, like, what you want.
For sure.
Because you have to go into it knowing, are you trying to fuck around? Are you trying to be in a relationship? Or are you trying to just go with the flow and see where it goes? Because I think that's where a lot of people get hurt, especially, well, I'm speaking for like girls. I think that, okay, so you meet someone, you get along with them, like y'all are cool and chilling, and then it's just that, cool and chilling. But
Yeah.
then the girl says like that she caught feelings, which isn't really feelings, it's more like attachment. Because you
For
can't
sure.
catch feelings that fast, like that's stupid.
Yeah. It's that lust stage.
Yeah, exactly. Which, been there, like it's pretty dumb, but it
Yeah.
happens. So you just have to be very like on point with what you want, so you don't get kind of trampled
For
and
sure.
then hurt. Yeah.
See, and okay, I love that you brought that up because I'm not perfect, right? I've done some fucked up shit in my past, and I'm never like afraid to admit it either. Like, that's one thing about me is that I feel like I'm very open with my shit, so I feel like people can learn from that, and if they find themselves in that situation doing it or whatever, I feel like they can learn from it. But I've done some fucked up shit where I've been in my phase where I'm like, doing my thing and shit.
Hoeing
And
around.
hoeing around, yeah. And I've led females on where like, we'll start talking or whatever. Obviously there's flirting and shit, and then that leads to other things, and then I play my part as if like, I guess you can say, quote unquote,
Like you're interested.
act like I'm interested. And I know I'm not in that way at least.
Just to get to the point.
Yeah. And I may like carry it on for a while just to like, do my thing or whatever. And then I've done it different ways, but I've been a cold-hearted nigga too, where I'm just like, from one day to the next, just completely won't even talk to him ever
Like
again.
ghost.
Yeah, like ghost mode. And I mean, it's not what's up, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it because I'm proud of it, but I recognize I've done it, and it's not cool because it's also been done to me too.
Right.
So, and when it gets done to me, it's just like, to me, it's like, fuck. Like, I got played like hard, but it is what it is though. Like, I know that's what comes with it. Whatever you dish out definitely always comes back. So it is what it is. But yeah, I think that's the toughest part is whenever you do start talking to somebody nowadays, I have this rule where if I'm actually interested in a female, I try my hardest not to do anything with them.
Okay.
Like as far as like, sexual wise.
Mm-hmm.
I try to do the 6 month period thing
Okay.
where we talk, we hang out, whatever. Kissing's cool, whatever, but I try my hardest to prolong like not doing anything other than that,
Mm-hmm.
just to see like what
What's
is this,
up? Yeah.
what is this, And the reason I wait 6 months is because before I date them is because I want to make sure that I really know this person.
Mm-hmm.
And
Their intentions.
yeah, because when you first meet somebody, everyone always puts on a poker face. They put on their best act. They try to act like, they're this kind of person, like well-mannered, they're cool, calm, collected, fun, whatever. But it isn't until you get comfortable with them that you get to realize, like, okay, this person acts this way when they're angry. They act this way when they're sad. They act this way when they're
Jealous.
upset. This way when they're jealous. Like this way when they're assuming something.
Mm-hmm.
Like you get to see how they act under different circumstances.
Yeah.
And that's when you really get to see, like, is this someone I really can put up with? Can I fuck with them, like, to that level for an extended period of time? Or is it like, oh, fuck, these are some red flags.
Yeah.
Let me step away. So, for me, that's why I try to give myself 6 months, because I feel like in 6 months you can really get to know someone, where y'all get real comfortable with one another. And that's when you see those any red flags or just how they act and shit. So, I mean, like myself too, I'm always myself from the very beginning. So, I feel like someone doesn't have to give me 6 months because I am who I am. And I'm always like that from start to finish. And I will never change, but I feel like most people aren't that way.
Right.
So, that's why I try to have that little rule installed. I mean, it's hard to do it, but nonetheless, I feel like I haven't been successful. Yeah, it is worth it. Yeah. I haven't been successful because the one time that I did do it and then I did start dating that person, didn't work out in my favor regardless. But I won't cancel out the 6 month rule because I still feel like that 6 month rule is like definitely something people should look into and try, because it's like we said right now at the beginning, it's that lust stage. That's all it is. Like, you're not having feelings for them, just that attachment, because it's something brand new. It's interesting, but give it some time and then you'll really see.
Yeah.
So I think modern day dating is just, it's hard. I always say I don't find myself like getting settled down anytime soon. I could be wrong, but I just don't see it. I haven't met someone yet to where I can say like, okay,
this is gonna change everything.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I feel like most females are the same, or I'm just not interested like that. Like, I've talking to females like even recently, like, but even then it's just like it's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, I'm not gonna name drop, but you just seen me this past weekend, right?
Yeah.
Or was it last week? Something you just seen me
last
recently.
Weekend, yeah.
But I was, there with someone, and even then, like, it wasn't.
I didn't know who it was. I had no idea, and I was drunk already, so I didn't like. I was expecting you to like, present them to but I was like, I don't know if that's like his cousin, if it's just like a friend.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It was just a friend. Okay. We'll just leave it like that.
Let's just leave it at that.
But I mean, even then, like, not to throw shade or anyone, but it's just no female, even recently, that has like really caught my attention like that. Like, I can talk to him, cool. If we do whatever. But if not, I mean, it is what it is. Like, I always say, I've gone through my phase and shit of like hoeing around. And it was fun when it happened, but as I gotten older, it's just like,
that's not what you want to be on.
It's not fun to me no more. Like, it's a temporary like,
pleasure.
Cool, like, yeah, it was a cool pleasure, whatever. But long term wise, that's not what I'm looking for. So it's cool if it happens. Like, if it gets presented to me and it's like right there and it happens,
available.
It happens. Yeah, but I'm not gonna go out my way and do what I used to do. Like, oh yeah, let's go out on a date, let's do this, let's do that, just to go get something. Like, to me, like, I don't have the time and energy for that.
It wastes your time, your energy, your money. Like, it's
facts.
Not, yeah.
Facts. So I don't know, when it comes to dating nowadays, I feel like I don't know, I think it'll take a special female for me to like really take them serious in that aspect, just because And I don't think there's nothing wrong with this, but we should all have a certain standard, right?
Right.
And I'm not gonna lower my standards for no one. Like, I know who I am and what I bring to the table, and I know what I want in return. And like, to me, it's not like what most, I guess, niggas want. Like, I don't expect the female to do anything for me. Like, I don't expect the female to cook for me, clean for me, to do anything like that, because I can do all that by myself. Like,
yeah.
and I've been doing it, so I don't need a female to come in and do it for me. Like, if she does it, I mean, cool. Like, don't
But
get me
it's
wrong, it's
not
what's
like
up.
something you're expecting.
Yeah, it's not what I'm looking for in a female. For what I'm looking for in a female is just someone that can genuinely like reciprocate what I give them, which is if I'm giving you my 100%, like I would expect that in return, you know? And I know there's going to be days where they're not going to be able to, and I'm okay with that as long as I know that's like a ride or die female, and it's
Yeah.
going to be like, you're loyal to me, I'll be loyal to you. And that's just what it is. And I mean, regardless, I'm going to be loyal to the female, even if she's not loyal to me, because, again, I've only had, and I only count two of them, two serious relationships. I've been on the shit end of the stick on both of them. I've done my part in both relationships. The first one I had my flaws in. The second one I feel like was good, but I still got done dirty. But I've never did a female. Like, if I fuck with a female, I won't do them dirty.
Okay.
Like, ever. Like, that's just not, I can't do it. Like, that's one thing when it comes to, like, me settling down and being serious with someone. I don't know how people do it when they're in a committed relationship, cheating, and then going home to that person you're dating.
Like, how scary is that? Like,
And
that's
like
weird.
looking at them and like still carrying y'all's relationship as if nothing happened. Like, I can't stare someone in the eyes knowing that I just did them
Yeah.
dirty and act like as if I
I
didn't.
don't know how people do that though. Like,
Yeah.
it's scary.
It's cruel.
Like, that's some like serial killer type shit.
It's just shit's so cruel though. Like, it's so fucked up. But I mean, it is what it is. I mean, people who do it, I mean, I'm not gonna knock them for it. Everyone has their reasons why they do what they do. But I think there's better ways of going about it. Like, if I feel like I have to do, let's say I'm tired of the person that I'm with, I'd rather be honest with them. Like, hey, you know what? I fuck with you, this and that, but
Not anymore.
yeah, just not anymore. You know, I'm done with you. Like, I gotta go do my thing, and I don't want to hurt you. So, you know, I'd rather be like that opposed to
Doing something to hurt someone so they can be like, oh, I don't want to be with you.
Yeah.
Where you could have just ended it yourself. Yeah.
Exactly. So, but yeah, I don't see how people do it. It's fucked up. But I mean, it is what it is. But I did have a question for you.
Oh my god.
But it's a question for a question.
Okay.
So, I know we're on like a somewhat a serious topic, but I'm curious to see if you have any questions for me this time, because I know last time you were a little like more closed and not so much willing to ask questions. But again, like I always tell you, when I'm so open to shit. So if you have any questions you want to shoot my way, you're more than welcome to.
Yeah. So, well, I kind of have to think about this because, like I told you, I don't like making people feel uncomfortable. And this part, I don't know. Let me see what comes to my mind. I mean, what's your worst, like, I guess, dating experience? Not with a girlfriend, but like just someone you went out on like a date with.
You said the worst?
Yeah. Or the worst, or like the most that you were like, I don't know, you had a few comments about.
So I actually have one. I can't say this is the worst, but it's definitely the craziest. Though. Yeah. I had went out with this chick to Washington Street, and we got lit.
Okay.
And I drove there in my truck, and I took her with me. So that was the only vehicle we had. I thought I was fine.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, you know, I'm good at drive. She's like, you sure? I was like, yeah, I'm good. And so at the time I stayed in Tomball. So I'm driving from Washington to Tomball. It's about like a 30-ish minute drive. So I was good most of the way until we got onto 249 by the Beltway. And
that's where it hits you.
Yeah. From right then, like once you hit 249 the Beltway, from there to like Tomball, it's like a 10-minute drive-ish. I blacked out.
Oh my god.
I don't remember anything.
Yeah.
All I remember is just I woke up to like my truck bounced in the air.
Shut the fuck up.
Dude, and I was like, okay. As soon as that happened, we both, because I guess she had knocked out too. We both were like, what the fuck was that? And I'm on the freeway, right? I'm on 249, and I'm exiting. And luckily, it happened right before we had to exit on North Point. So as I'm like, okay, boom, the jump happened. And I'm grabbing the steering wheel again, and
Like
I'm
the
like,
jump
fuck.
woke you up.
Yeah.
Okay.
And my trunk's just like bouncing. I felt like I was on like a mechanical bull or some shit. And I opened my door because I had stopped because it was the freeway. It was like 3 a.m, so there was no one on the freeway. I opened my door and I look over. Dude, my fucking like half of my rim was like gone. Tire was exploded. I guess I hit the medium and I popped my tire. So I guess I was just driving and I just fucking rammed into it.
Yeah.
And so, you know, when you exit, there's like District 249 and there's a police station right next to it.
Right next to it.
So I was like, fuck. I told her, I was like, dude, I can't stop. I got to go home like this.
Yeah.
And I lived like, at the time, I was staying right behind the movie theaters. So I was like, my neighborhood's right here. So I was like, fuck, it's just another 5-minute drive. Well, that 5 minutes took us like 20 minutes because I'm going to drive real slow because my fucking front tire is like gone. So I'm like, fuck. And I'm driving the whole time just like, dum, 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 dum. And I know she was like expecting something to happen that night. But I was just like,
that like killed it.
Yeah, I was just like, I'm not in the mood. I just want to go to sleep. I don't have to worry about that shit in the morning. I was like, my bad. So you can stay here if you want. You can go home. Whatever you want to do. I was like, if you go home, just make sure you're going to drive. I was like, I'm going to sleep.
Yeah.
So that was like the craziest thing to me. So
that is pretty crazy. It's like
it was fuck.
You were on a fucking low rider from Los Santos Customs.
For real.
Damn.
What's your craziest or your I guess would you say like little comments or
I mean ooh. I'd rather not. I'd really rather not.
That's fine.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Let's see. I think I have a few honestly though. I actually have one where
yeah, just keep them coming.
I actually had one. It was we're in the neighborhood. We're in Westbourne actually, and we're at one of the streets where it's a dead end, and so it's like dead end because there's a bayou right there. But on the left side there was no houses, but on the right side there's still houses right there.
Yeah.
But we're parked right in front of like the wood and like it's like red and white type shit, and so we're stopped right there. Mind you, the car I had at the time had like no tint on the windows. It's pure daylight.
A fishbowl.
Yeah, it's a fishbowl, pretty much. And so we're like, fuck it, let's just do it right here. So we go to the back seat. I guess a kid came out.
Oh my god.
And they could obviously see what was going on.
Yeah.
They go inside. Parents come out.
Car was
I didn't
bouncing
really think anything of it. I'm just like, whatever, fuck, because I had seen it happen. I didn't think anything of it, and I was just, doing whatever. I get so surprised because I just do. This man's all like, man, you need to get the fuck out of here right now, dude. And we're like butt ass naked.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck this. I just literally butt ass naked hopped in the driver's seat and just literally took off.
That shit in.
That bitch in reverse. I was like, man, I'm out of here. But I was just like, fuck that. That shit was so embarrassing. Like,
that is embarrassing. I mean, well, now that you said that.
That shit was so embarrassing, dude.
Okay, similar scenario, but it was actually a cop car. Like, we were doing the deed in the car. It did have tint, though. But I guess the motion of the ocean was what was catching the eye. And the cop literally just turned its lights on, but obviously we saw the lights and drove off, and I thought he was gonna like pull us over, but he didn't, so we just drove off. But that shit was scary because it was a cop. Like,
oh yeah, I've done some crazy shit in the car back in the day. Honestly, I think the craziest spot in the car would definitely be like, if you ever gone to Schlitterbahn in Galveston, like it's always jam packed over there.
I mean, I've been to the Galveston one once, but the spring one, multiple times. Yeah.
But we were at Schlitterbahn and like midway through, we're like, let's go to the car. I was like, all right.
At the water park?
Yeah, at the water
park. We're all
park.
drinking the fucking daiquiris, like
type shit. We're like, all right, fuck it, let's go to the car.
Middle of the day.
And it's packed as fuck. And yeah, we just went to the parking lot, did whatever inside the car. But it was funny because you see people walking around and shit at the time. So I've done some crazy shit like that. I've have honestly like a bunch of crazy spots. I've actually had people with crazier spots, but I feel like I have like some pretty crazy spots where I've done the deed. But
park. outside of a hospital.
Really? That's fucked up. Someone's dying. You're like, fuck, I still got to get it in real quick. I feel you. It'd be like
I
that.
think that's a whole nother segment.
Be like, man, dude, my cousin's dying, but you know what? I got to murder that pussy real quick. Let me go to the car.
I mean,
I feel
it's
you.
just a good spot.
I feel you. Have you ever been on either the one side or the other of cheating?
Actually, thankfully, no.
Really?
Yeah, like that ass.
That's
I
good.
mean, and I've only been in one real like relationship, but no. But I've seen it happen to people really close to me, and I mean that shit just sucks. Like,
Yeah.
thinking like
If you don't mind me
destroys
asking,
people.
why did that one go south, or why did that one end?
I mean, we were just at very different like places in our life.
Yeah.
You know, like it's crazy because we were really good like being friends, but on the romantic side, like at one point it was just not it. And I mean, I have no like resentment. We have no resentment towards each other or whatever, but it just didn't work out. You know, one of those. But I mean,
sure. So there's no like bad.
bad blood.
Yeah.
No.
That's cool.
I mean, there was at one point, obviously, because like the anger, just like a lot of things, but it wasn't because of cheating. It was just like,
Gotcha.
yeah, things just died off, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
So what do you look for into, let's just say, because modern dating, right? Knowing how most people are nowadays, what do you look for in a guy?
so someone that's respectful and knows what they want and isn't all like wishy-washy, because I think that's just a lot of people nowadays. And then, you know, someone that knows what they want in their future, because people that just are going through it like day to day and have nothing to like look forward to,
Yeah.
it's just kind of like, I mean, anything that pops out is going to be interesting to them. You know what I mean?
For sure.
So that I think that's why people cheat, because they get bored.
Yeah.
But if someone's like has like goals and like has something to work for or look forward to, helps both people like grow as individuals and like as a couple.
I can see that.
Yeah.
So I have to ask this question because I had on an episode my homegirl Evelyn on here, and shout out Evelyn, by the way.
Shout out Evelyn.
But I had her on here, and I had asked her the same question, so I ask you: do you have a preference, like in a guy?
A preference, like
In general.
So
I'll give you an example. Like for
Okay.
me, like my preference in a female, like nothing against no one, but I obviously will always go for a Hispanic female, opposed to, let's just say, like any other race. I'd rather go
that's
for.
like your top pick.
Yeah, it would be
Yeah.
definitely be a female. Obviously a female. My bad, but
Oh, is that?
no, but
Yeah.
no, definitely be Hispanic female though, for sure. I mean, aside from like that, obviously I have to be attracted to him physically,
Yeah.
but
Mentally.
but I'm not big on like, oh, she has to be like the baddest bitch. Like to me,
Right.
I'm not so onto like the physical looks. I'm more on like the personality, like who they are as a person. Like a female can be fucking gorgeous to me, like model status female. But if she has a shitty personality, like to me, she's an ugly ass person, like in general. Like
Yeah.
so,
Not the right character.
Yeah.
Well, to answer your question, so I did date black guys for a long time. And Hispanics. I mean, that's my preference, both. But then same thing here. Like, I am not big on like looks. Obviously, I have to be attracted to them, but I think that how they make me feel, especially if someone's funny, like I just need someone to make me laugh, like because I don't want to, and with a good sense of humor, because I'm very sarcastic, and I've noticed that sometimes when I'm talking to someone, especially over text, like sarcasm doesn't go through very well to some people, and it's like if they can't get with it, like I can't, because I'm very sarcastic, and like if it's gonna hurt their feelings, like it's not gonna work.
So no soft ass niggas for Diana.
Yeah, like
you can't be no soft ass nigga, man. Nah.
Because honestly, like some people get so fucking butthurt.
Oh yeah.
It's like, bitch, fucking smoke a blunt.
Yeah.
Like,
No, that I feel you though, because I'm the same way. Like
Yeah.
I get along with a lot of people, right? But there's people who just genuinely don't fuck with my kind of humor, right?
Yeah.
And again, when I say I get along with everyone, I mean literally everyone. Like if I don't fuck with you, you should ask yourself why I don't fuck with you. But
True. Because
facts.
I am very, like, relatable. Like, I can talk to anyone, I think,
Yeah.
you know? So, when I don't click with someone, it's like, there's something wrong with them.
Yeah, it's not to be any kind of way, but
Yeah.
yeah, ask yourself why. I don't have to question myself. Like,
Yeah.
ask yourself why. But no, I'm the same way. Like the boys, like it took them a minute to kind of get used to my sense of humor, but I'm very diverse. Like I have so many different sense of humors. Like I
Yeah.
can be like a sarcastic kind of guy, or I can just be like goofy, or just whatever. But I don't take offense to anything. Like I think the world nowadays, they're just so soft. So, like if I fuck with a female, like that's one of the things that this female I was recently fucking with, like she just was like she was cool and all, but we definitely had different sense of humors. Like
Yeah.
like it was by far different. Like I'll give you an example. She had
Are you talking about that girl?
not the one that you
Oh,
seen. It
okay,
was a
okay,
different
okay.
one, but it was literally right before that one. So
Right.
this was like within the last month. She was telling me about some issue she had at work, and someone had tipped her like nothing on like their tab was like over 100. They tipped her like damn near nothing. And I was just joking around. I was just like, oh, they're on that broke nigga status. But I was just playing around, and she's
Yeah.
like, oh, I wouldn't say that. Like you never know someone's like situation and this and that. And I'm just like, okay,
I
I
mean,
didn't meant it to be serious,
Serious, like that deep.
but yeah,
Yeah.
like it's not supposed to be deep. I was just playing around, but I guess I see what you're saying too.
Yeah.
Like, but you know, I just have that sense of humor where I don't take situations like that seriously. You know, like, and it is what it is. But there's some females. Oh no, I can't even say females. Just people in general. Like, I think society nowadays is just soft as shit.
Yeah.
Like they're soft. Like you can't say anything about that LGBT community because people flip the fuck out.
You have an episode on that, huh?
Yeah, one of my best friends is gay, so like
Mm-hmm.
that's why I don't care about saying like, oh, do you look like a faggot? Like to me, so if I say that out loud in public, people would be like, oh, he's homophobic, he's this and that. It's like, okay, cool. If that's what you want to think, that's fine. But you don't know me like that, so. But people are literally soft like that, or if I have so many homeboys that are black, so if I say something joking around like the black community, like I never mean like it seriously. It's just me joking around. So, and I'll bullshit, but like with Matt, I'm always fucking around with Hispanics. I'm like, dude, I hate that beaner. Look at him, they're fucking nasty and shit. Like I just play around like that, and he laughs because it's like I'm Hispanic, so it's just funny for him being a white guy, like a Hispanic guy talking about his own race. Like it's funny.
Yeah.
I mean, he talks shit about white people all the time too, so it's all good.
Yeah.
Who doesn't
I mean,
talk
who
shit about?
doesn't? Who doesn't?
Who doesn't talk shit about them? So and people are gonna get offended by that too because it's soft as shit like that. But no, yeah, my sense of humor, like a female, definitely for me, like has to be open to like shit like that, or at least maybe she doesn't have to find it funny as long as it doesn't bother her. For me,
Yeah.
like if it bothers you, then it's like I can't fuck with you because I'm not gonna change who I am.
You need to know when they're being, or one's being serious and joking, because I think it's so hard. Well, like I said, especially over text. Like when you're talking, it's easier to like pick up on sarcasm, but over text, like I think people just like it doesn't flow.
For sure.
It's weird.
No, I feel you. I think I used to shout out my boy Johnny, that bitch ass nigga Johnny M. But he used to always get on my ass because back in the day, this was years ago, I used to always love like texting and like especially Snapchat. If you know me, Snapchat is my shit. But I always messed on it. He's like, bro, why don't you just fucking call him? Why don't you just do this and that? I'm like, nah, bro, I prefer to text. But nowadays, now that I'm older and shit, I'm just like, I can't even do this texting shit. Like, it gets so like
boring. Yeah. It gets old. I'm a talker. Like, I'll call people on the phone. Yeah. And a lot of people don't like that. But like, I like to talk on the phone, no matter who it is.
I haven't got a phone call yet.
Damn.
No, I'm bullshitting.
On Snapchat. I'll schedule it.
Okay, that's a bet. I'll see if I'm free that day.
But yeah, I mean, I like talking to people on the phone because I just like hearing people's voice. Like, it's just easier.
For sure. No, that's just me nowadays. Like, I'd rather like hang out with a person. It's like, I can't do this texting shit. Like, when are you free? Let's kick it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not finna do all this. And then people get so offended, bro. That's what pisses me off. Like, people get so offended nowadays. If I don't message someone back within like a certain time frame, they're like, oh, he don't fuck with me. This and that.
Well, see,
like,
and
dude, I'm a busy ass nigga. Like,
I used to be like that. Or like overthinking every fucking like response, like I'm talking about like 3 or 4 years back. And then I would like kind of add up like, oh, how long did he take to reply? Like, let me take like twice as long, like shit like that. So stupid.
That petty
like,
shit.
we're all like working now. It's like if you have that much time to be worried about it, like, what are you doing?
It's like, oh, he took an hour to reply. All right, bet I'm gonna take 5.
No, and like I mean, it just depends. Obviously, if you're like at the moment like mad at each other, like okay, go ahead, do it. But if you're gonna be doing that over every single text, it's just like.
Okay,
stupid.
see, I'm glad we kind of touched on the petty subject a little bit. I cannot fuck with a petty female.
Okay.
Like, a female's going to be petty with me. Like, to me, it's just like, okay, if we can't communicate, if something bothered you and you're just going to be petty about it, I don't even want to deal with that. Because to me, that's why I don't fuck with no one from school. Like, if I fuck with you and we went to school together, it's because I genuinely fuck with you. If I don't talk to no one from school and whoever's watching from school and I don't talk to you, it's because I don't fuck with you. Like, I'm just making it known. Yeah, I don't fuck with you. So just know I don't. Just don't bother me. If you want to say what's up, cool, I'll say what's up. But I'm not with all that high school drama. And like, to me, that's all corny, like the whole pettiness and stuff. And a lot of people are still like that, even grown-ups. Dude, I know I hang out with nothing but grown-ass men because of work and shit. So I even see how some men can be fucking petty too. Like, yeah. And to me, it's just like, dude, that's corny as shit. Like, why are you so?
And they put so much effort into it. It's like,
I used to be a petty ass nigga.
Into something else,
like, I used to be petty. Like, I'll give you one quick funny story. 'Cause we got a few minutes left, but funny story. My baby mama one time, this was after we broke up. She pissed me off because I'd seen her somewhere. She stepped on my brand new NMDs, bro. If you know NMDs. There's a special edition with the Japanese letters on the back. Expensive as fuck. They're all white too. She stepped on them, dirtied them up. I was like, all right, you finna go buy me new ones. She's like, no. I was like, all right, well then clean these at least. She's like, no. All right, bet. So I go to her house and I broke so much shit. I like broke like a couple perfumes. Then I grabbed her vanity set. I broke her mirror. Like a whole bunch of like petty shit. Cause I was like, all right, bet. my response to her, cause she was all pissed off and shit. I was like, no. I was like, everything in life has consequences. You do something, there's a consequence to it. I was like, this time, I just didn't let life do the consequence for you. I went ahead and sped it up myself. Yep. So, but that's how petty I was. I was like, all right, you want to be like that with me? All right, but I can be even worse. But I'm just, nowadays, it's just like, I can't be like that no more.
It takes
like,
too much energy. And at the end of the day, like, you're the one that's going to end up getting fucked by life.
Yeah.
For doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's why, like, I don't know. When it comes nowadays to dating, it really, a female has to stand out. Like, I can't fuck with a female who doesn't have a similar mindset.
Yeah.
Like, we gotta be
in sync.
Yeah, like, okay, I got my goals I want to do. And if a female, let's just say, like, I don't give a fuck if she's working at McDonald's, right? Mm-hmm. I'm not going to knock that job. As long as she has something going for herself, she knows what she wants to do, and it's not a lazy-ass female, like, she's doing stuff, like, aside from work, I can fuck with that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to knock that, but as long as she knows what she wants, she's doing what she needs to do to get to where she wants, then I can rock with that. Someone that's going to be loyal and match my energy, then cool. Because when I love someone, like, I love them hard as fuck. And I'm going to go, like, way out of my way. Like, what did they say? I'll cross an ocean for you, some shit like that. Like, I would literally be like, I'll literally be that kind of nigga, dead ass. Yeah. But I feel like I'm so reserved now because all that shit that's happened to me in the past. So that's why I say it really takes us, like, a different special kind of female to, like,
change that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Like I said, I don't see myself dating, but
it's going to, like, pop out at you, like, when you least expect it.
And everyone tells me that, too. Mm-hmm. So, we'll see.
I mean, and that's, like, the same advice I'm following because, like, I'm, like, a huge believer in, like, everything happens for a reason. So I'm not worried about what's going to happen because whatever's going to happen, it's just already going to happen.
Yep.
Like, you can't control it. You can't wait on it. It's just going to happen. Like.
Facts. But I appreciate you coming back on, though.
Yeah, thank you. It was like, last minute, but it, like, worked out perfect.
Yeah, I know you had told me, like, if you ever need someone last minute, I got you. I was like, man, say less. Because people always cancel on me last minute, so I'm like, fuck it, let's do it. Yeah. Like, I have so many people who have hit me up, like, hey, I'll shoot an episode. I'm down. I'm going to do this and that. All right, bet. And I schedule with them, and they always cancel. That's my hardest like obstacle with this is just getting people to come because
To
people
follow
tend
through,
to
yeah.
to follow through because they always cancel. But it is what it is, though. I mean, I appreciate you coming on.
Yeah,
Though.
no problem.
We're gonna have to do
A third episode.
part three.
Part 3.
A part 3 because
Yeah.
we hit a certain topic that we can probably
Like
shoot a whole nother episode
a
on.
whole another, yeah.
But it's New Year's Eve, so Happy New Year's, by the way.
Happy New Year's. Oh my God, it's almost 2022.
For sure. But I appreciate you though again.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh yeah.